Hi, we're Efterklang.
And you're watching When's Rocked. At the point where we, on the Giant Trees record, we simply just wanted something totally colorful, something completely different from what we did, because we felt we'd moved somewhere else. And then we collaborated with this Nana Vass, who did the album artwork, and we just told her that we wanted lots of colors. She came up with some different ideas, and then we sort of discussed it, and it ended up being this forest with all these colors. And when we did the album, it felt natural to sort of move a bit away from that, and obvious was actually just to go from the forest, the countryside, into the city. And we had the idea of it being like a parade, so she created some different characters. There was kind of small parades going around in the city, and also in the video for Musiker, for instance, you can see these animations. Yeah. When we've done our recordings and mixed it and all these kind of things, we don't feel like we're done with our record. We want to kind of go all the way throughout the artwork as well, so it's all becoming a package somehow. And that means it's also a visual dimension to the music. And when we play live, this time we've got a lot of costumes that we're wearing, and we try to decorate the stage and these kind of things. Last time we had some visuals with us that was made specifically for the music. So it feels actually naked. I don't think we've played a concert ever with Efterklang without having something to catch the eye. We like it to be something special. When people listen to our music, or they sit with a cover in hand listening to the music, we want to broaden the feeling spectrum, so you have all the senses activated somehow. Create a room for it. At that time we had these visuals. We were more like shadows, just playing our instruments, and had this grand screen and all the visuals going. So at this time we simply just wanted to step out in the light somehow and make people see that we were playing the music. Make it more life-like. Some people actually thought that we were just maybe backtracking some of the stuff. At the same time we used like a hell of a lot of time just to learn these parts. So we wanted to present it as a live thing, and then instead dress up all of us. So what was a visual background became like a visual all. Lately we just got an American guy who made a really nice animation for a song from Parades called Illuminant. And that story was him sending an email, I would like to make a video for you. And then we went into his webpage and saw some of his movies and said, that's great, you can do that. And then he said, alright, there'll be a video on New Year's Day. And I think on New Year's Day we received an email with a new video, and without having any contact to the guy in between. So it was just out of the blue. You finish the music, you finish the whole thing somehow. It's nice that it's a third person that just comes in and tells a story from what he hears from the music. That feels natural, instead of us trying to control it all. Maybe your question is if we have any problems with our music being an advertisement. And I don't think we have a problem with it. These kind of things is what makes it possible for us to make music. And these days, these internet days of music, it's hard to make a proper living of record sales. It's actually, you can't. So whatever else there are of possibilities to earn a little money from what you did, or just simply pay the rents of your studio or whatever, is nice. I mean, of course we always look at the film, or when there's any offers, we take it serious, and if it's something we don't want to be linked with or something like that, then we say no thanks. But there's been some advertisements that we've been into, so, and TV series as well. The single chart in Denmark, yeah, that was pretty insane. I don't know. It's actually it's a good story. It's more a good story than it's actually hard to get there. It's in Denmark. The single chart list is very little. I mean, there's not that many singles sold. When you do an EP or mini album, it's put in under the single charts instead of the album charts. I think like you can go into the top 100 or just the top 10 of the single chart in Denmark by selling 20 or 30 copies in a week. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't that hard a challenge. So it was great fun. We had a glass of champagne and celebrated it and wrote it in our biography, I guess. Actually, when we're ending this tour, we're going home to the Grammy Awards of Denmark, which is also something quite bizarre. Used to be only for people on the... I mean, it's mostly just popular radio acts, and we really haven't been played on the national radio. Even so, we actually nominated in 5 categories for this Grammy Danish Music Awards, which is actually one of the highest nominations on this year, which is unbelievable as far as we see it. So there's lots of good stories in it, but sales-wise, it's something else.
I played some for my girlfriend's parents, and they said, well, they heard Parades for the first time, and they said, are these boys on acid? So I don't know.
I don't think you get an honest answer from them. I mean, they're kind of related, so most of the comments is like, wow, exciting music. I mean, very, yeah, I can see that, very exciting music. Exciting is very like, that's the word for it, and you haven't said too much. But I got a call from my father last day, and he was calling me from his office. He's an architect. And in the background, you could just hear the record was actually just on a really high level. So I think actually he's putting it on somehow. At least they're trying to like it or learn how to like it or something like that. But it's, of course, it's something completely different for them. It's kind of what I live for. It is my job, but a lot of it is full joy and an interest in... I just feel it's fantastic to do this kind of thing, to come to Leipzig, for instance, to play a concert, to do an album, to see people liking the music.
It's become my full-time job last couple of months, but it's a job that I mean, I love to do it. Yeah, thank you, Kasper. He's my employee.